touching ceilings instead of skies. Dreams too big for the bed, I slept inside. They told me slow down, stay in your lane. Hard to stay calm when you're starving for change. Hey, I learned hunger don't come with noise. It comes with focus and ruthless choice. Hey, every meal may sharpen the edge. Hey, every doubt lit fuel in my chest. Hey, I counted minutes, not excuses. Turn rejection into my blueprint usage. Hey, no safety net when I took the leap. Hey, just believe I refuse to sleep. When you got nothing left to protect, you move forward, zero regret. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. Pressure turned into proof. They sleep while I sharpen the truth. Paying dues I choose. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. Back against broken rules. I didn't climb, I broke through. Hungry with nothing to lose. I watch comfort kill potential, ease lethal when it's gentle. I don't wait for perfect timing, I make time uncomfortable and violent. They needed a validation to start, I needed escape. There's a difference, heart, I train my focus in dark conditions. When quitting felt like the smart decision. I don't envy what they display, I admire consistency day by day. Risk looks reckless when you're afraid, but survival don't play it safe. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. No backup plan, just truth. Fear learn how to move aside when discipline step through. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. From the floor to the view, I don't wait for permission, I take it through. They ask why I'm so intense. I ask why comfort makes sense in a life that never promised peace. Only chances, limited, brief. I don't hate the struggle phase, it caused direction out of pain. If success comes quiet and slow, I'll recognize it when it shows. I don't need applause to commit, I've been locked in long before this. From kitchens to dreams too loud, from being ignored to standing proud. If this is song, I'll let it burn. I built a future I didn't inherit, I earned. Everything to lose, everything to prove. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. Look at the fire move. Every scar just shows the truth. I survived, improved. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. Now watch what hunger do. This ain't luck, this is pursuit. Hungry with nothing to lose. Empty pockets, full direction. Let's go! 808 fire! Boom, boom, boom! Hi-hat shredded. Dit, 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 dit. Guitar screech. Sky! We run down. Rap claws out when the engine growl. 808 stomping like a monster howl. Boom! Snare slap savage like a ballroom brawl. Hi-hat sprinting like it can never stall. Blues guitar cry like a soul on the edge. Rock tone sharp like a serrated pledge. I spit with venom in a high-speed flow. Dust storm twisting everywhere I go. Right, boom, harder, faster. Harder, faster. Rep the 808, rip the night in two. Chrome fangs gleaming in the neon brew. Rap blaze burning with the ruthless. You this outlaw, highway gon' carry me through. Kick drum hitting like a jackhammer riot. Hi-hat chatter making snakes go quiet. Slide guitar screaming a ghost town gust. Rock riff tear through the moonlit dust. I swing these bars like a desert blade. Every rhyme heavy like a debt unpaid. Road turn savage when the shadows move. But I spit heat with a raptor groove. shredding. Guitar screech. We run now. Rap calls out when the engine growl. 808 stomping like a monster howl. Boom, snare slam savage like a ballroom brawl. Hi-hat sprinting like it can never stall. Blues guitar cry like a soul on the edge. Rock tone sharp like a serrated pledge. I spit with venom in a high-speed flow. Dust storm twisting everywhere I go. Rock boom. Harder, faster. Rock the 808 on, rip the night in two. Chrome fangs gleaming in a neon brew. Red blaze burning with a ruthless hue. This outlaw highway gon' carry me through. Kick drum hitting like a jackhammer riot. Hi-hat chatter making snakes go quiet. Slide guitar scream in the ghost town dust. Rock riff tear through the moonlit dust. I swing these bars like a desert blade. Every rhyme heavy like a debt unpaid. Roll dirt savage when the shadows move. But I spit heat with a raptor groove. Whoa. Static in my lungs. Done hiding. I learned to talk without saying a thing. Smile for the crown I never wanted to wear. Every handshake came with invisible strings. Every favor owed turned into fear. They said be patient, your time will come. So I waited while my soul went numb. I kept it moving, kept it clean, but nobody asked how heavy I've been. I traded sleep just to feel approved. Called exhaustion, having something to prove. I built my worth on opinion and noise. Now I don't recognize my own voice. If this is strength, why do I feel so small? Why does winning feel like a slow free fall? I got nothing left to pretend. No more masks, no fake commands. If I lose friends being real, I'll take the loss. At least I'll fail. Nothing left to pretend. I was praised for never breaking down, for carrying weight without making a sound. They call it control, I call it pain. Locked emotions digging in my brain. Ever you're strong, kept me alone. Strength became a cage I couldn't outgrow. I turned red flags into finish lines. Ignored my gut, trusted deadlines. If survival means I'm half alive, then what's the point of the perfect drive? I don't need fixing, I need space. Somewhere honest, somewhere safe. I got nothing left to pretend. I'm done protecting what hurts again. If the truth scares who I've been, let it burn, let it end. Nothing left to pretend. This is where I finally stand. What if peace is saying no? What if growth means letting go? What if healing isn't loud? Just learning not to drown. I don't need crowds to feel complete. I don't need noise to feel concrete. I just need mornings without dread, without replaying what I said. I'm tired of I choose air. I got nothing left to pretend. No more roles I can't defend. If this honesty cuts deep, it's better than a lie I keep. Nothing left to pretend. I'm free, even if this ends. I didn't lose everything, I just stopped losing myself. Ain't no way ground. Bass hit violent like a bridge collapse. Rap flow rapid with aggressive snaps. Snare clap fierce like a steel trap pop. Hi-hat running like a never stop. Blues riff twisted in a cyclone spin. Rock distortion cutting through my skin. I spit raw grip with the warpath cry. Dust devil rising in the blood red sky. Dust devil trap crash. High impact. Beat so wild it'll break your back. Outlaw stride on a midnight track. Once I hit the throttle, no going back. Dust devil trap crash. High impact. Beat so wild it'll break your back. Outlaw stride on a midnight track. Once I hit the throttle, no going back. Dust devil trap crash. 808 rumble like a crater blast. Trap drums racing too damn fast. Slide guitar hiss like a serpent's vow. Blues haunt deep in the shadows now. Rap hit heavy like a freight line smash. Every bar violent like a thunder clash. Chrome flash bright in the storm I chase. Still I ride hard with the death worn face. Dust devil trap crash. High impact. Beat so wild it'll break your back. Outlaw stride on the midnight track. Once I hit the throttle, no going back. Dust devil trap crash. High impact. Beat so wild it'll break your back. Outlaw stride on the midnight track. Once I hit the throttle, no going back. Dust devil trap crash. Like a venom bite. Blues bands cry in a smoking haze. Rock riff rage in a wildfire blaze. Kick drums thumping like a titan's march. Snare hits crack like a steel girder arch. I run my mouth like a loaded cannon. Fast bars dripping with war-born famine. Red line burnout blues I break through. Beat too loud for the calm and the true. High speed grit with a blood warm view. This outlaw fire ain't built to subdue. Red line burnout blues I break through. Beat too loud for the calm and the true. High speed grip with a blood warm hue. This outlaw fire ain't built to subdue. 808 rolling like an avalanche fall. Hi-hat sprint like a ghost in a brawl. Slide guitar hear my lone. I'm done hiding. I learned to talk without saying a thing. Smile for the crown I never wanted to wear. Every handshake came with invisible strings. Every favor old turned into fear. They said be patient, your time will come. So I waited while my soul went numb. I kept it moving, kept it clean, but nobody asked how heavy I've been. I traded sleep just to feel approved. Called exhaustion, having something to prove. I built my worth on opinion and noise. Now I don't recognize my own voice. If this is strength, why do I feel so small? Why does winning feel like a slow free fall? I got nothing left to pretend. No more masks, no fake commands. If I lose friends being real, I'll take a loss. At least I'll feel nothing left to pretend. I won't break just to bend again. I was praised for never breaking down, for carrying weight without making a sound. They call it control, I call it pain. Locked emotions digging in my brain. Heavy or strong kept me alone. Strength became a cage I couldn't outgrow. I turned red flags into finish lines. Ignore my gut, trusted deadlines. If survival means I'm half alive, then what's the point of the perfect drive? I don't need fixing, I need space. Somewhere honest, somewhere safe. I got nothing left to pretend. I'm done protecting what hurts again. If the truth scares who I've been, let it burn, let it end. Nothing left to pretend. This is where I finally stand. What if peace is saying no? What if growth means letting go? What if healing isn't loud, just learning not to drown? I don't need crowds to feel complete. I don't need noise to feel concrete. I just need mornings without dread, without replaying what I said. I'm tired of chasing borrowed light, of proving value in every fight. If choosing me offends the room, I'll walk alone and heal soon. No more smiles on command, no more lies in demand. I choose truth, I choose air. I got nothing left to pretend. No more roles I can't defend. If this honesty cuts deep, it's better than a lie I keep. Nothing left to pretend. I'm free even if this ends. I didn't lose everything, I just stopped losing myself. Quiet room, too loud inside. I sit alone, but I'm never by myself. Every thought wanna fight for my health. One says run, one says stand your ground. One screams hope, one drags me down. I smile calm, but the static stays. War on repeat in my middle space. They think strength means silence and pride. They never live with a storm inside. I filter pain just to function straight. Normalize stress so I can operate. If peace was easy, I'd live there now. But chaos keeps asking who's in control. If I lose my grip, I lose my name. If I let it win, I'm not the same. The voices it feels borrowed. I don't believe in better tomorrow. I believe in showing up tired, still moving when my soul feels wired. I learned how to master this function, call coping a daily function. High walls, low expectations, that's how I met saturation. I don't need pity, I need control. Structure my chaos, direct the flow. Not every thought deserves a mic. Some get locked down for the night. I'm not broken, I'm overloaded. Every thought just ran unfiltered. The voices in my head won't die. They argue loud when I try to hide, but I don't fold, I recalibrate, turning the noise into regulated waves. The voices in my head won't die, but they don't drive, I decide. Still breathing, still aligned, learning how to own my mind. What if the battle never ends? What if peace is balance instead? What if winning means staying awake, not letting the loudest thought escape? I stop chasing quiet like it's heaven. Some minds aren't built for 7 seconds. I accept the war, I set the rules. I don't drown, I learn to use. Pain speaks truths that comfort hides. I listen now, but I don't comply. I don't need calm, that kills my drive. I need clarity to stay alive. If voices stay, then let them teach. Just don't let them take the wheel from me. You're not my enemy. You're my warning system. The voices in my head won't die, but I won't drown inside the sound. I learned to live between the lines, where chaos and control collide. The voices in my head won't die, neither will the fire inside. I don't need silence to survive, I need direction. Still loud, but finally focused.
They laugh first. They went quiet later. I was a rumor they ignored on purpose. Cheap predictions, no real verdict. They saw potential, never threat. Now they watch closely, feel the regret. I moved in silence, stayed consistent, turning visibility into distance. They needed noise to feel legit. I needed time, that was it. I stored patience like ammunition. Every delay sharpened vision. They rushed comfort, I delayed ease. Chose long nights over temporary peace. No spotlight, still building weight. Quiet rooms make dangerous faith. They never feared me when I was low. Funny how fear shows up when you grow. I'm built from what they doubted, forged under locked out doors. Every limit they counted turned into something more. I'm built from what they doubted. Now the silence is loud. They don't question it now. They already know. They measured worth by applause and views. I measured effort by what I refuse. I don't chase trends, I build direction. Correction over validation. They copy confidence, I clone discipline. That's the gap they couldn't fill again. I didn't win fast, I won correctly. Slow progress, stress them indirectly. While they brag loud about what they planned, I showed up quiet with proof in hand. I don't flex more, I move precise. Confidence grown, not appetite. If arrogance is loud and weak, then silence is how I speak. I'm built from what they doubted. Every no just taught me how. They tried closing routes I counted, so I built roads anyhow. I'm built from what they doubted. Pressure never scared me out. I don't explain success now. chase circles that doubt my worth. Backspan systems rewrite the curve. Underestimated, that was the plan. I'm built from what they doubted. Now hesitation's gone. They questioned if I'd make it. Now they question their own. I'm built from what they doubted. No bitterness allowed. I didn't prove them wrong. I outgrew the crowd. No last words. Results don't need them. Boom, 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 boom. Hi-hat shred. Guitar grunt rap hit brutal like a boneyard quake. Beat too wild for a mortal to take. Snare drop hard like a body bag snap. Hi-hat slicing like a knife edge trap. Blues moan deep from a haunted pit. Rock whips roar with a chainsaw grid. Step on fate with a blood hot stride. High speed death on a runaway ride. Boneyard trap breaker crushing the lane. Beat so vicious it'll scramble your brain. Outlaw roar tearing through the grain. Moonlight drowning in the dust and pain. Boneyard trap breaker crushing the lane. Beat so vicious it'll scramble your brain. Outlaw roar tearing through the grain. Moonlight drowning in the dust and pain. 808 crush like a landslide hit. Trap drums fight with a never die grit. Slide guitar howl like a tortured flame. Blues ghost crawling through my name. Rap spit fury with the furnace tongue. Bars hit deadly like a hammer swung. Chrome reflection in the burial breeze. Still I ride savage through the boneyard seas. Boneyard trap breaker crushing the lane. Beat so vicious it'll scramble your brain. Outlaw roar tearing through the grain. Moonlight drowning in the dust and pain. Boneyard trap breaker crushing the lane. Beat so vicious it'll scramble your brain. Outlaw roar tearing through the grain. Moonlight drowning in the dust and pain. Boom, 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 boom. Hi-hat scatter. Boom. Guitar screech. Night beast rise when the 808 bark. Rap go feral in the heart of the dark. Snare smack vicious like a whip on steel. Hi-hat tick quick like a predator's heel. Blues guitar weak with a gray-born tone. Rock riff crush like a mountain throne. My flow bite hard with the furnace breath. Chasing down fade on the edge of death. Night beast rap engine dragon fire. Beat so fierce it'll melt the wire. Outlaw roar never seem to tire. I ride the storm with a burning desire. Burning desire. Burning desire. Burning desire. Quake like a demon's drum. Trap beat sprint like it's trying to run.
like a tar howl in the deep blue pain. Storm wind choke in the desert plain. Rap flow surging like a wildfire stride. Bars hit heavy like a landslide ride. Shadows twist under moonlit views, but I charge on fuel by the night beast blues. Night beast rap engine dragon fire. Beat so fierce it'll melt the wire. Outlaw roar never seem to tire. I ride the storm with a burning desire. Burning desire. Burning desire. Burning desire. I don't fight the world, I fight myself. Same enemy wearing different shells. Every promise breaks by tomorrow night. I sabotage peace when it feels too right. I know my trigger still pull the pin. Smile in public, riot within. People think I'm calm, I'm just well trained at hiding storms inside my brain. I rehearse failures before success. Fear whispers plans I never confess. If confidence talks, my stutter slow, like it knows something I don't wanna know. Every step forward feels like a trap, like progress walks with a body bag. There's a war in my head, no ceasefire sign. I'm both the shooter and the medic inside. If I win, I lose something instead. Every battle leaves another dead. There's a war in my head tonight, and I don't know which side is right. I talk to the doubts like old friends now. They know my voice, they show me how to turn hope into a maybe, turn ambition into just be patient. I build excuses dressed as facts, call them logic, avoid the cracks. They say trust yourself, sounds nice, but self's the reason I don't sleep at night. I measure worth in moving goals, win the race, still feel broke. If survival means I'm always tense, is this living or just defense? I work control like a loaded gun, one wrong thought and the damage done. There's a war in my head every single day. No white flag, just shades of gray. If I stop fighting, will I fall apart? Or finally hear my own heart? There's a war in my head tonight, and silence hits harder than the fight. What if the enemy's the voice I trust? What if calm is learning not to combust? What if peace isn't winning the war, but knowing what I'm fighting for? I'm tired of proving I'm not weak. Strength shouldn't cost this much sleep. I don't need battles to feel alive. I don't need pain to justify. If letting go feels like defeat, maybe defeat is what I need. To stop bleeding for applause, to stop calling chaos cause. Stand down, breathe in, choose peace, even if it hurts. There was a war in my head tonight. I laid my weapons down inside. The quiet feels strange, but I'm still here. Empty pockets, heavy ambition. Grew up watching ceilings instead of skies. Dreams too big for the bed, I slept inside. They told me slow down, stay in your lane. Hard to stay calm when you're starving for change. I learned hunger don't come with noise, it comes with focus and ruthless choice. Every meal missed sharpened the edge, every down lit fuel in my chest. I counted minutes, not excuses. Turned rejection into my blueprint usage. No safety net when I took the leap. Just belief, I refuse to sleep. When you got nothing left to protect, you move forward with zero regret. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. Pressure turned into proof. They sleep while I sharpen the truth. Paying dues I choose. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. Back against broken rules. I didn't climb, I broke through. Hungry with nothing to lose. I watch comfort kill potential. Ease is lethal when it's gentle. I don't wait for perfect timing, I make time uncomfortable and violent. They needed validation to start, I needed escape. There's a difference, hard, I train my focus in dark conditions. When quitting felt like the smart decision. I don't envy what they display, I admire consistency day by day. Risk looks reckless when you're afraid, but survival don't play it safe. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. No backup plan, just truth. Fear learned how to move aside when discipline stepped through. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. From the floor to the view, I don't wait for permission, I take it through. They ask why I'm so intense, I ask why comfort makes sense. In a life that never promised peace, only chances, limited brief. I don't hate the struggle phase, it carved directions out of pain. If success comes quiet and slow, I recognize it when it shows. I don't need applause to commit, I've been locked in long before this. From kitchens to dreams too loud, from being ignored to standing proud. If this is hunger, let it burn. I built the future I didn't inherit. Nothing to lose, everything to prove. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. Look at the fire move. Every scar just shows the truth. I survived and proved. I'm hungry with nothing to lose. Now watch what hunger do. This ain't luck, this is pursuit. Hungry with nothing to lose. Empty pockets, full direction. Too wild for a mortal to take. Snare drop hard like a body bag snap. Hi-hat slicing like a knife edge trap. Blues bone deep from a haunted pit. Rock riff roar with a chainsaw grip.
death on a runaway ride.
Boneyard trap breaker crushing the lane. Beat so vicious it'll scramble your brain. Outlaw roar tearing through the grain. Moonlight drowning in the dust and pain.
808 cross like a landslide hit. Trap drums fight with a never die grit. It's like a tall howl, like a torch's flame. Blues ghost crawling through my name. Rap spit fury with a furnace tongue. Bars hit deadly like a hammer swung. Chrome reflection in the burial breeze. Still I ride savage through the boneyard seas.
Boneyard trap breaker crushing the lane. Beat so vicious it'll scramble your brain. Outlaw roar tearing through the grain. Moonlight drowning in the dust and pain. Boo, boo, boo! 808 full force. Hi-hats flutter. Guitar scream. Red line burn when the beat ignite. Rap spit sharp like a venom bite. Blues bench cry in the smoking haze. Rock riff rage in a wildfire blaze. Kick drum stomping like a Titan's march. Snare hits crack like a steel girder arch. I run my mouth like a loaded cannon. Fast bars dripping with the war-born fan. Bring la lab, burn out blues, I break through. Beat too loud for the calm and the true. High speed grip with a blood warm hue. This outlaw fire ain't built to subdue. 808 rolling like a Neverland fall. Hi-hat sprint like a ghost in a brawl. Slide guitar crying with a fever sting. Soul torn open like a busted string. Rap goes savage in a molten stream. Every syllable